of the masses.
U MP ka Congress natura usaleng e sangma ulakren haka sin beningkong ha parliament haka art knai tarik nai tung arjar sau haka ni jingkren halor kamang tingka arhajar arpusau arpusan apo parliament usaleng ulaong bagani kamang tingka kale shiliang tang ki katu kani ki jela bat kam pendit jingmut ya ka than shate lam ingi ka India usaleng ulakren ya ka jingja ha Manipur kabalapen patch nong ya ki brio bunba Ulada waru ban ithono ya tien khasi garo bar kumju ya jing pentri kam ya ke inalain permit ha Meghalaya ulaong badak kispa ki Rohingya kilawan phet na Myanmar bandrung tu she India ke balabu jingma ya ki jella North East bat ke Meghalaya bat kaladon ru ke jingshalan bat khai be an ha khaput nadu ukwai tempo shini bat udrok uladawa bakaladon kam kerki ya ke khardop haki khaput bante la kam ya kani
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, Madam Chairperson, I want to thank the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi ji, and Madam Sonia Gandhi ji for allowing me to take part in this budget discussion. Madam Chairman, person, I don't want to repeat the argument. In fact, I was always positive with the development and the policies, Madam Chairman. But this government seems to neglect the budget that was supposed to be pivotal, ensuring the goodwill of the masses, reaffirming the trust on June 4th. It has been long and government has proven that they focus mainly on Sabka Nash, Apna Vikash. Seems like it has not learned a lesson from the Lok Sabha poll. Once again, the budget has attempted to fix supply-side factors without paying attention to farm ways to bolster consumer demand. Instead, the whole budget exercise for the financial year seems to concentrate solely on reducing the fiscal deficit from 5.1% currently to targeted 4.9%. The maximum price for which now will be paid by the taxpayer. The taxpayers pays the brunt. The taxpayer on the long-term capital gains announced have been increased, something that our finance minister would only simplify the tax structure. Madam Chairperson, this government, instead of rewarding all the other states, like Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Telangana, West Bengal, etc., who has contributed most of their tax to the revenue of this Indian economy, Madam Chairperson, by only concentrating two states, that is Bihar and Andhra, Madam Chairperson. Now, when we look at the Northeast, when we look at the tax, Madam Chairperson, the new tax rules for the LTCG is only beneficial if a citizen of India is earning close to the exempted value rupees 1.25. However, as we move beyond the exempted figure, the tax on capital gains will increase disproportionately because 2.5% increase in the tax rate outweighs the rupees 25% exemption increase, Madam Chairperson. Now, why do we celebrate this budget when the matter is in a very great concern that has garnered a significant attention in the recent year? The devastating result, increasing the number of the Indian citizens renouncing their citizenship, and the exodus of tax-paying employees from our nation that is relinquishing their citizenship from India, Madam Chairperson. Now, when you look at the ME report, approximately 1.87 million Indians are renouncing. In 2022, post-COVID, 225,000 individuals they have renounced, relinquished their citizenship from the Indian. In 2023, more than 2 lakhs, Madam Chairperson. Now, when we come to the flood budget, The Northeast seems to have been neglected in the budget of irrigation and flood mitigations, like Meghalaya and thorn-striped Manipur. Madam Chairperson, the government seems to have not even touched the Northeast, as an evidence by the situation in Manipur. There has been a lack of initiative to ensure the health and the well-being of the women in the region, despite Assam being the highest maternity and mortality rate. The government prioritized expanding only the banking. When the women themselves will die, what is the purpose of banking, ma'am? So therefore, I urge the government to address this disparity if you provide immediate aid to the riot-stricken people at the very least, establish well-equipped healthcare or hospitals to meet their needs. I want to focus mainly on the Meghalaya, Madam Chairperson. Ugly surprises, uncertainty that very occurs with no hope of predicting them in real time. When you look at the Manipur, ma'am, there has not been much effort to weigh the situations. No common framework seems to exist to set the rules for doing so. The victims of Manipur could not have foreseen what was going to happen and how the government was going to deal with the livelihood meltdown of thousands of Manipuris. The notions that livelihood meltdown are scarce and mirage, since no other states don't generally happen these kinds of incidents, ma'am. These are the failures of the government, and it's very, very much unfortunate. When we come to the Meghalaya, Madam Chairperson, the Meghalaya has taken the resolutions on Garo Khasi language to be included in the 8th schedule, when we could have portrayed our beautiful language in this wonderful, diversified decorum of the country. And another one, ILP, that is also been taken a resolution on the floor of the House, Madam Chairperson. Now, we know that in the Northeast, it has got quite alarming check of illegal immigration. Just few days back, hundreds of Rohingya immigrants, they have already migrated to India. Now we don't have the proper checking point, ma'am. So that's why if we could do it, serious checking in this border region. Last, ma'am. Now, rampant smuggling is happening. And with that rampant smuggling along the border, this Rohingya and all the other anti-social elements that like drugs and all the others are coming through, ma'am. So if the checking point can be put up in these border areas, even the smugglings of areca, even the smuggling of drugs, even the smuggling of, sugars, this is happening. That's why the local consumers are having the problem in those states.
माननीय सदस्य श्री दर्शन सिंह चौधरी जी, थैंक यू।
सभापति महोदय, आज बजट भाषण पर आपने मुझे बोलने का मौका दिया। मैं संपूर्ण होशंगाबाद, नरसिंहपुर, रायसेन की जनता जनार्दन की ओर से, नर्मदा माटी की ओर से आपका आभारी हूं। और आज